allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On the minutes, this is not necessarily a correction, because this is what I said last meeting. But the National Day of Prayer is actually the first Thursday, which is May the 1st. So we'll be having that ceremony on May 1st outside of City Hall at 7 o'clock.
Alright, we have a quorum, so we'll call the meeting to order. We've had the pledge, so first thing is approval of minutes for March 11th, 2014. Anybody have any questions or corrections before we vote on it?
Make a motion to approve those minutes. Second.
Charles?
Gill,
Yes.
Jarvis,
Yes.
Raleigh,
Yes.
Raleigh,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Dixon.
Yes.
Everybody got a copy of the correct minutes for February the 11th? Yep. Okay. Financial statements, review those so we can talk about and discuss them and approve them or disapprove them.
Okay, on your waterworks, it's been transferred out, $15,000 transferred out. We got a transfer in of $29,000 into the payroll account that we shouldn't even have this month.
We have to have payroll account because of the IRS back in 2011, no paperwork, no bookkeeping has been changed. And if you want an IRS trouble, then the office says
Actually,
you
that's
have
not
to do it.
true. The IRS don't care. The IRS don't.
They did, and, come in and spoke to us and requested that we have the separate, to keep the payroll and things separate and things. Because we dealt with them different times on
But the IRS requires that you give them the proper figures of all your employees and all this, their figures, but for our figures, they don't care. I mean, you can have your own books back there, but for our figures, it's not, it don't matter to them. My books up there don't matter to IRS as long as I give them the right figures. And these are always wrong. This is right, why the council,
Why is it wrong?
okay, the $15,000 going out of waterworks.
Okay, she's gonna explain that to
Okay,
you.
and the $29,000 coming in, that's $14,000 off.
No,
Yeah, what now?
That's a
On the
transfer.
waterworks, you got Cumberland payroll of, you got $15,000 coming out and $29,000 coming in.
That's the one.
Wait, on the payroll, I mean, the $15,000.
general fund.
Is that what you're talking about?
And then you got the general fund is $15,000. This is so gobbled up, we can't keep track of this. You got $15,000 coming out of your general fund, which that shows here, but for the $2,000 that was off last month,
Yeah, oh, that's all.
It says that 29,000 went into the payroll account from Waterworks, but on the Waterworks,
On here.
it says 15,000,
It's
so,
on the 15,000.
so is that a typo?
We'll have to check, cause.
last month it was $2,000.
Miss putting it on here, just by miscalculation.
Okay, there's quite a bit of mistakes here. You got on your general fund, you got the water money, $22,182, that's not even supposed to be in the general fund. it's, you can't put water general fund together.
Oh, no, that is where it says garbage and fire, the general fund.
It says actually water. down
It
here.
says water,
Yeah.
water fund,
Water,
or add the
22,000.
water into general fund, is that the one you're talking
Yeah,
about?
and you can't mix the water and the general fund together.
Now, which report are you on?
We're on, I'm looking at the general fund,
Okay, that's the one you have.
and see, I'm wondering where,
This is the same bookkeeping's been going on for years and years.
Not like
Nothing
this.
has- Yes, it has.
This-
It
this
most
is-
I've
certainly
never saw it
has.
like this.
Nothing
never
has
been
changed.
It's actually changed, okay.
No, it has not.
This is the
Okay,
same,
this is what I want y'all to answer me.
this is the
this is
same
what-
as I've been doing
This,
before.
I know, but here you got about $30-some thousand here. You're telling us, council, that we're supposed to budget the money, it's going all around like a big jobble thing, you can't even trace it. Now, how are we supposed to see what's going on?
Why don't we put these on hold until Robin can come and then
Just-
Robin had to be off tonight and then she can.
Well, we
explain
never,
some of
ever
this
get
too.
our answer about these things.
Well, it's
So,
the
do
same
you all
bookkeeping
really
that's
look
been
at
going
these
on for
reports before you
years.
send them out to us? Okay, now let's see, we're going to, now, I'm sure the other council members too has some, but, okay, it is coming out $22,182 of the water. Okay, but it's coming in from, which illegally coming into the general fund with water, but we're not seeing it coming out of the water fund.
Is
It's
this
that transfer.
line item right here where it says water, is that actually garbage maybe? Is that why it's in the general fund? Since the water bills all come in together and it has the garbage on there?
You'll see on the water report, it actually says out the general fund, and it's the garbage and fire that has to be, because everything has to be deposited into the water account, and then your garbage and fire has to be separated and put back into your general fund.
Okay, but you got your water money coming in here. But you got it coming into the general fund, but it's not coming out of the water, 22,000. So we're looking at around $30,000 here that we can't find.
That's a transfer sheet.
Yeah, that's a,
That's why that we,
that's right there, that's this over here.
where,
Cause it's out to your general fund.
This is exact same book.
this is actually, I've never saw it like this.
It's always
Has
been
anybody
that
else
way.
ever saw
I
this
can
much
bring you-
figures
I can
off?
bring you all mine.
Have y'all ever saw it? I mean, I'm
Seen
not
it.
picking, I'm just saying, this has to, we can't go on like this. We gotta know where this money is, we
We've been
gotta,
trying to separate for years.
and,
It's the same bookkeeping. We haven't changed it.
well, if it is, then it's sure.
I apologize for mistakes, but, I mean,
Well, it's not, I mean, and you didn't set it up like this, so it's not gonna do
But
that.
we've never, ever saw the water money going into the general fund. This is the
yeah,
first month
yeah,
of this.
No, it's every month, because, like I said,
I will
everything.
search back my financial reports, I don't think I've ever saw the water going into general
It's
fund.
always been that way, ever since I was in.
It's not supposed to be.
But that's what I'm telling, that's how I'm trying to explain it to you.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be. But I don't
Well, I
ever
think we
remember,
need
does
to put,
anybody ever remember?
let's put this up until you can come by City Hall and we can review it with Rob.
But
Let's
this
just
is
put a
why
hold
we
on it.
have the council meetings.
I know,
is
but
to
Robin's
get-
not
but
here.
Do you all ever look at these figures when you send them out to us? Do you sit and add these up, and can you all figure this payroll count out? Why, you got 15,000 coming out,
Yeah.
29,000 going in.
It's 15,000.
How can you, this bottom figure, this can't be right, the bottom figure. And we're looking at, in June, the way the taxes is going out to estimate, we'll be lucky to make payroll that month. Because we had a note from the mayor that's got $86,000 that's gonna be due from our
Real water.
bond, that should have been paid $12,000 a month.
How are you gonna pay it? I gave you figures
Well,
month per
let's see
month.
now.
You
We've got
cannot
an
pay
ending
it
balance
if you
here.
don't have it.
We've got ending balance of the water and sewer, 45,000, if that is right. Why was it $12,000?
Didn't you see my figures?
Not just look at these figures right here.
Well, what I'm talking about, Yvonne, if you had a look, I gave you month for month, what we had coming in, what we had going out.
Yeah, I did look at that,
And in
yeah.
order to keep all the bills up, we're $5,000 a month short, so we split.
Okay, if we're $5,000 much short, why are we showing $45,256 in the water department right now?
Probably because you don't have paydays come out of it yet and stuff, bills we've already wrote.
It's,
When it shows payroll.
Do they not
Yeah,
keep a
payrolls.
spreadsheet with
This
the
is-
bills?
this is
that already
March.
come out? So that's,
and this, the general fund, we're showing, in the general fund, we're showing 25,000. That's over $70,000. Why has not a $12,000 a month payment been made to this bond?
Because you have the figures there.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Because you
These
have
figures-
car
This is why
maintenance.
we have an council.
You have
is
car
we want
maintenance and
answers.
everything.
So,
We're having a council meeting, because we need some money to run this city.
yeah,
You
but
cannot buy all that stuff.
We cannot.
On the income we have, and pay bonds and pay all those debts that I have showed you.
well, you're showing us figures that you can.
The figures
You're showing
from
us
the
$70,000 here that you can pay $12,000. If I look at your bank account, you got $70,000, you want me $12,000, you know what I'm gonna do?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
type
broke.
your bank account and I'm gonna say, I want my
I'm
$12,000
gonna be flat broke.
each month. But
You have to keep some revenue.
Right there, the balances, and then you got tax based on the credit, plus that, then you got. There's several accounts that are different, that are different.
That are on my tips.
Yeah, that's gonna come right out of that balance, that you left at the end of the month.
And I have been hard at this for 3 months, that $12,000 bond payment should be made.
Yeah.
We cannot make,
No, you said
86
17,000 before is what you said.
well,
Whatever it takes to get them paid.
$86,000, we're not gonna be able to meet that in July.
No, we're not.
We have to take whatever actions necessary to go ahead.
But these financial reports, I could never.
They've been like that ever since.
I'm
If you
gonna
look
screw
back at
that.
your own ones, you see, because we have not changed a thing at all. Because the audit
I say,
come in,
if you're
IRS
doing it
came
this
in.
way, I'm calling you to the floor that it needs to stop before we have a forensic audit on this. Because if you're giving us these reports, they're wrong. And if you're saying, if you're giving us these reports, we got 70,000, and you're telling us we don't have any money, you know, we have to wonder, where is the money? And I know you're doing the best you can do, but we have to, this right here is all we got to go by. And, you know, it gets real frustrating. Every month we come here, we ask a question, why is it like this? We want it changed, and every month, I'll just wonder, why do we even have a council here if we can't get something done? But, let me look and see if that's all my things here.
Well, we'll hold those until next time.
Actually, we need to address this before the next meeting, because I'm still not gonna answer on the last $2,000 that was missing from the payroll count.
Well, Robin's not here.
do you have access to how much money we actually have available on these accounts as of today?
The overtime has been reduced for $442.19 is what we've reduced payroll for this, from February to March. That looks, I mean, that's not that much reduction. And the weather's been great, has not been that bad. So what would we suggest we do about the overtime?
Well, Stanley Davis for one, well, no, I shouldn't have said that. You have one worker on here that came to a council meeting, that's overtime that y'all requested. You have, under, police, I won't name people, but you had, they had to come and be, certified for the
Yeah.
marksmanship.
Fire
They
Oh,
also,
I
they
understand the
also
police
have to go
department's
to
got to
court
have
and
it.
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they have to go to court.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. I understand the police department. Now, police department,
Okay.
they're
You
not.
have one worker up here that had to work at, somewhere because another one's gone to class, and he has to go to class in order to keep his certification up. The other ones was something they couldn't stop on, that was up at that was something that already started on, you just can't stop on it.
Police department's fine. They're $642.72 overtime. That's really reasonable, I think. And I understand that the police department has to have overtime for taking care of the city, but, I'm still,
They
this,
have court dates.
And we still got one academy too, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
Anytime you make a
We're still
arrest,
shy of
court
one.
date.
but the water and sewer department still exceeding.
Well, they can't help it, they're out here trying to fix the leaks, but Ron even had to go down Ron's one time.
Like
I
after
mean-
hours.
After hours, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want me to tell people, no, we'll have to wait till tomorrow?
No, emergencies, we can see that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, all
only
of
in
these are, all of
emergencies,
these are emergencies.
Yeah.
All you have to do is come and look at their work orders and see what they are.
Over about 100 hours a month, 25 hours a week is emergencies.
Yeah. If they're on there, they're not paid unless they're emergencies.
What about watching, Carolyn, what about watching the tanks? Are we paying somebody up there to watch those tanks to make sure they're not running dry?
Yeah.
We're paying somebody,
No, we're not paying somebody, guys.
I mean,
go and check
are
them.
we paying somebody overtime?
No.
We're not paying, they're
No,
doing straight
no.
time to watch the tanks. We're
Yeah.
scheduling
Yeah.
to where they're not getting overtime.
They're having to cover one another whenever somebody goes to class or something.
Do we have any water tanks that are overflowing?
No.
I had one at Maston Drive. I
No,
went up and
no,
looked at
that
it.
not Maston Drive wasn't overflowing. What it was is it had a valve messed up. We had to have CL come over and fix.
It was a big river running down
Yeah,
there.
it was a valve that busted on the tank.
Right.
It was
It
like
leaking.
this, a big hole.
Yeah.
So it wasn't,
Water.
it wasn't
City water.
overflow. Yeah. It was a valve, great big old valve that had to be replaced. We had to have more water.
That's all I have on the financial statements, but I make a motion that we table these,
See, she said seal
financial
box.
statements until we
Yeah,
can
we had to
correct,
see,
correct the
but
ones.
I'll second that motion.
Yeah, they were.
Did you hear the motion?
I second Yvonne's motion.
You can 30.
Oh, this lady.
But, let's, the other council were able to comment on it too, that's the errors I found.
Next was surplus items.
Table to be on,
The
All in
financial.
favor?
financial statement.
Gilliam,
Yes.
Jarvis,
Yes.
Raleigh,
Yes.